is 8th. "25 minutes remaining in the session. Paplu improved is P7 with a 0:18.543. 0.432 off pole. Axracing is P9. Axracing improved is P9 with a 0:18.737. 0.626 off pole. Axracing improved is P8 with a 0:18.592. 0.481 off pole. Axracing improved is 7th with a 0:18.491. 0.380 off pole. Lekmanski in turn 5 is 2nd. Ryan Wilson is P3. Virtual pace car deployed. Virtual pace car ends this lap. Miguel Soto in turn 2 is P4. Lekmanski in turn 4 is 3rd. Davidson in turn 9 is 6th. Ryan Wilson in turn 4 is P2. Paplu in turn 2 is P8. Ryan Wilson is 2nd. Ryan Wilson improved is P2 with a 0:18.176. 0.065 off pole. Paplu in turn 5 is 8th. 20 minutes remaining in the session. Miguel Soto in turn 2 is P4. Zahn is 6th. Kevin Lekmansky in turn 9 is 2nd. Lekmansky is provisional pole with a 0:18.089. Hafliu in turn 2 is 8th. Axracing in turn 10 is P7. Axracing improved is P6 with a 0:18.408. 0.319 off pole. Hafliu in turn 5 is P8. Zahn from United States in turn 8 is P7. David Zahn improved is P7 with a 0:18.440. 0.351 off pole. Miguel Soto in turn 4 is 4th. Kevin Lekmansky is P1. Mark DeGraw is P2. Zahn is P7. Ryan Wilson in turn 2 is P3. 15 minutes remaining in the session. Axe racing is 6th. Miguel Soto is 4th. Best lap is a 0:18.269. 0.180 off pole. Davidson is P7. Best lap is a 0:18.387. 0.298 off pole. Narwhal improved is 8th with a 0:18.393. 0.304 off pole. Simon of the Desert in turn 10 is P5. Simon of the Desert improved is P5 with a 0:18.282. 0.193 off pole. Narwhal in turn 5 is 8th. Miguel Soto is 4th. Narwhal in turn 6 is P8. Narwhal improved is 6th with a 0:18.289. 0.200 off pole. Hapluyu in turn 4 is P9. Hapluyu improved is 9th with a 0:18.523. 0.434 off pole. Hapluyu improved is 7th with a 0:18.356. 0.267 off pole. 10 minutes remaining in the session. Ryan Wilson is 3rd. Simon of the Desert is 5th. Redtail 427 in turn 3 is 10. Miguel Soto is 4th. Best lap is a 0:18.261. .172 off pole. Redtail 427 is P10. Simon of the Desert in turn 4 is 6th. Lekmansky in turn 2 is P1. Racing in turn 2 is 8th. Narwhal in turn 2 is 4th. DeGraw is 3rd. Five minutes remaining in the session. Miyata Chan from United States is P11. David Zahn in turn 3 is 9. Simon of the Desert in turn 2 is P6. Kevin Lekmanski in turn 2 is first. Miyata-chan is 11th. Miyata-chan improved is 11th with a 0:20.792. 2.703 off pole. Miyata-chan improved is 11th with a 0:18.929. 0.840 off pole. Miyata-chan improved is P10 with a 0:18.484. 0.395 off pole. Racing in turn 9 is P8. Redtail 427 in turn 3 is 11th. Miyata-chan in turn 9 is P10. Simon of the Desert is 6th. Davidson in turn 6 is 9th. Mark in turn 9 is P3. Redtail 427 is P11. Best lap is a 0:18.641. 0.552 off pole. Ryan Wilson in turn 9 is P2. Simon of the Desert in turn 2 is 6th. Racing in turn 4 is P8. The qualifying session is now in overtime. DeGraw is 3rd. Kevin Lekmanski in turn 9 is 1st. Davidson is 9th. The race session is at North Wilkesboro in North Wilkesboro, USA. The wind speed is 3 km/h from the northeast. Redtail 427 is 11th. Kevin Lekmanski is first. Ryan Wilson from Canada is P2. Mark DeGraw from Canada is third. Narwhal from United States is fourth. Miguel Soto from Colombia is fifth. Simon of the Desert from United States is sixth. Papluyo from Spain is P7. Axracing is P8. David Zahn from United States is P9. Miata Chan from United States is 10th. Redtail 427 is 11th. Kevin Lekmanski from United States is first. Race start. Simon of the Desert is P7. Papluyo in turn 6 is 7th. Miata Chan is P9, 0.2 ahead of David Zahn. Virtual pace car deployed. Miata Chan is now 7th. DeGraw in turn 1 is 3rd. Papluyo is P9. Redtail 427 in turn 2 is P11. Virtual pace car ends this lap. Narwhal in turn 9 is 2nd, 0.3 behind Kevin Lekmanski. Mark in turn 7 is P3. Ryan Wilson is 4th, 0.4 behind DeGraw. Miguel Soto from Colombia in turn 5 is P7 battling David Zahn. Miguel Soto lost P9 to Redtail 427. Miguel Soto lost P10 to Miata Chan. Narwhal from United States in turn 6 is P2, 0.2 ahead of DeGraw. DeGraw from Canada is P3, 0.4 ahead of Ryan Wilson. Axe Racing in turn 5 is 5th, 0.3 behind Ryan Wilson. Zahn in turn 4 is 6th. Simon of the Desert in turn 3 is 7th. Narwhal from United States in turn 5 is 2nd, 0.3 behind Lekmansky. DeGraw from Canada in turn 4 is P3, 0.4 behind Narwhal. Ryan Wilson in turn 3 is P4, 0.5 behind Mark. Axe Racing in turn 2 is P5, 0.4 ahead of Zahn. Simon of the Desert in turn 1 is P7, 0.3 behind David Zahn. Mark DeGraw in turn 2 is P3, 0.5 behind Narwhal. Ryan Wilson is 4th, 0.4 behind DeGraw. Simon of the Desert is P7, 0.3 behind Zahn. Ryan Wilson in turn 1 on lap 21 is 4th, 0.2 behind DeGraw. Narwhal in turn 6 is second, 0.5 behind Kevin Lekmanski. Ryan Wilson in turn 6 is fourth, 0.5 behind Mark DeGraw. Narwhal in turn 6 is P2, 0.5 behind Kevin Lekmanski. Ryan Wilson is fourth, 0.4 behind Mark DeGraw. Hapluyu in turn 10 is P8. Miata Chan from United States is P11. Ryan Wilson in turn 5 is fourth, 0.3 behind Mark DeGraw. Miata Chan entering the pits is P11. Narwhal in turn 5 is second, 0.5 behind Lekmanski. Mark in turn 4 is fourth. Miata Chan exiting pits. Narwhal from United States in turn 5 is second, 0.4 behind Lekmanski. Miguel Soto in turn 8 on lap 30 is 10, 0.1 behind Redtail 427. Miguel Soto passed Redtail 427 for 9th. Narwhal in turn 2 is P2, 0.7 behind Lekmanski. Ryan Wilson is third, 0.8 behind Narwhal. Miguel Soto on lap 35 is P10, 1.0 behind Redtail 427. Virtual pace car deployed. Narwhal is sixth. Zahn in turn 5 is 7th. Axe Racing is 4th. Lekmanski in turn 1 is P1. Virtual pace car ends this lap. Ryan Wilson is 2nd, 0.4 behind Lekmanski. DeGraw is P3, 0.1 ahead of Axe Racing. Narwhal in turn 2 is 4th, 0.1 ahead of Axe Racing. Narwhal is now 3rd. Axe Racing is 4th, 0.3 behind Narwhal. Simon of the Desert is 6th, 0.2 behind Zahn. Narwhal in turn 1 is P3. Ryan Wilson in turn 10 is 8th, 0.4 behind Papluyua. Axe Racing is 4th, 0.5 behind Narwhal. Simon of the Desert from United States in turn 9 is P6, 0.7 behind David Zahn. Axe Racing in turn 9 is P4, 0.6 behind Narwhal. Ryan Wilson is P7, 0.5 behind Simon of the Desert. Miata Chan is 11th. Ryan Wilson in turn 7 is 7th, 0.2 behind Simon of the Desert. Ryan Wilson lost P7 to Papua. Miata-chan on lap 50 is P11 battling Redtail 427. Papua in turn 4 is P7, 4.0 ahead of Ryan Wilson. Ryan Wilson from Canada is 8th, 0.3 behind Papua. Ryan Wilson passed Papua for P7. Papua in turn 1 is 8th. Narwhal is P3, 0.8 behind DeGraw. Zahn is 5th, 1.3 behind Axe Racing. Narwhal in turn 6 on lap 64 is P3, 0.3 behind Mark. Simon of the Desert in turn 1 is P6, 1.3 behind David Zahn. Narwhal is P3, 0.5 behind Mark DeGraw. Zahn is P5, 1.1 behind Axe Racing. Narwhal in turn 2 is third, 0.3 behind DeGraw. Zahn is fifth, 1.3 behind Axe Racing. Narwhal in turn 10 on lap 73 is third, 0.7 behind Mark DeGraw. Zahn is fifth, 1.5 behind Axe Racing. Narwhal in turn 8 is third, 0.6 behind DeGraw. Miguel Soto from Colombia is P9. Narwhal is third, 0.5 behind DeGraw. Redtail 427 is 10th. Narwhal is third, 0.4 behind Mark. The leader has just finished the race. Kevin Lekmanski finished first. Mark finished second. Narwhal finished P3. Axe Racing finished fourth. Papluya finished P8. Zahn finished fifth. Simon of the Desert finished P6. Ryan Wilson finished P7. Redtail 427 finished 10th. The race session is at North Wilkesboro in North Wilkesboro, USA. The wind speed is 4 km/h from the northeast. Paplu is P1. Ryan Wilson from Canada is P2. Simon of the Desert from United States is 3rd. David Zahn from United States is P4. Axracing is P5. Narwhal from United States is P6. Mark DeGraw from Canada is 7th. Kevin Lekmansky from United States is 8th. Miguel Soto from Colombia is P9. Paplu from Spain is P1. Race start. Ryan Wilson is P2. Paplu in turn 7 is P2. Ryan Wilson from Canada in turn 2 is 2nd, 0.2 ahead of Simon of the Desert. Miguel Soto in turn 6 is P9. Simon of the Desert is P2, 0.2 ahead of Paplu. Axracing is P3, 0.2 ahead of DeGraw. DeGraw in turn 10 is 4th. DeGraw lost 4th to Lekmanski. Hapluyu in turn 9 is P7, 0.3 behind Narwhal. Mark in turn 9 is 4th, 0.1 behind Axe Racing. Virtual pace car deployed. Lekmanski exiting pits. Mark is now P7. Mark DeGraw is now 7th. Ryan Wilson in turn 7 is 1st. Hapluyu in turn 1 is P3. Zahn is 6th. DeGraw is 8th. Virtual pace car ends this lap. Narwhal in turn 9 is P9, 0.5 behind Mark DeGraw. Narwhal passed DeGraw for P8. DeGraw in turn 6 is P9, 0.2 behind Narwhal. Narwhal was 4.5 faster last lap. Mark DeGraw is now 8th. Lekmanski in turn 6 is P3, 0.2 ahead of Axe Racing. Zahn in turn 6 is P5, 0.2 ahead of Narwhal. Narwhal in turn 5 is P6, 0.3 behind Zahn. Miguel Soto is P8. Kevin Lekmanski in turn 5 is P3, 0.4 behind Simon of the Desert. Narwhal in turn 8 is 5th. Lekmanski in turn 8 is P3, 0.3 behind Simon of the Desert. Narwhal in turn 7 is P5, 0.3 behind Axe Racing. Kevin Lekmanski in turn 8 is P3, 0.2 behind Simon of the Desert. Narwhal on lap 22 is 5th, 0.4 behind Axe Racing. Lekmanski from United States in turn 7 is P3, 0.4 behind Simon of the Desert. Narwhal in turn 6 is P5, 0.2 behind Axe Racing. DeGraw in turn 6 on lap 25 is 6th, 0.5 behind Narwhal. Zahn in turn 10 is P9, 0.3 behind Miguel Soto. Papluyo from Spain is P7, 3.9 ahead of Miguel Soto. Papluyo was 1.1 faster last lap. Papluyo lost 8 to David Zahn. Simon of the Desert is P3. Narwhal in turn 5 is P4 battling Axe Racing. Narwhal lost 4th to Axe Racing. Mark in turn 4 is P6, 0.2 behind Narwhal. Zahn in turn 9 on lap 30 is P8, 0.4 behind Miguel Soto. DeGraw in turn 2 is P5, 0.1 behind Axe Racing. Narwhal is 6th. Zahn on lap 33 is P8, 0.4 behind Miguel Soto. Narwhal in turn 10 on lap 34 is 6th, 0.3 behind DeGraw. Zahn is P8, 0.4 behind Miguel Soto. Axe Racing is 4th, 0.4 behind Simon of the Desert. Narwhal is P6, 0.5 behind DeGraw. Papluyu in turn 4 on lap 38 is 9, 0.4 behind Zahn. Papluyu passed David Zahn for P8. Zahn is 9th, 0.4 behind Papluyu. Zahn passed Papluyu for P8. Papluyu is P9, 0.5 behind Zahn. Axe Racing in turn 10 is 4th. Narwhal in turn 6 is 6th, 1.5 behind DeGraw. Axe Racing is P4, 0.4 behind Simon of the Desert. Miguel Soto in turn 9 is P7, 0.8 behind Narwhal. Axe Racing is P4. Miguel Soto in turn 9 on lap 48 is P7, 0.7 behind Narwhal. Axe Racing in turn 6 on lap 50 is 4th, 0.5 behind Simon of the Desert. Miguel Soto in turn 6 on lap 51 is 8th, 1.2 behind Zahn. Axe Racing in turn 5 is P4, 0.3 behind Simon of the Desert. DeGraw in turn 2 is 5th, 0.6 behind Axe Racing. Axe Racing in turn 2 is P4, 0.4 ahead of DeGraw. Mark in turn 1 is 5th, 0.4 behind Axe Racing. Axe Racing in turn 1 is 4th, 0.3 ahead of Mark. DeGraw is P5, 0.4 behind Axe Racing. Axe Racing is P4, 0.2 ahead of Mark DeGraw. Mark from Canada is P5, 0.2 behind Axe Racing. Axe Racing in turn 10 is 4th, 0.1 behind Simon of the Desert. DeGraw is 5th, 0.3 behind Axe Racing. Axe Racing is P4, 0.2 behind Simon of the Desert. DeGraw in turn 9 is P5, 0.2 behind Axe Racing. Axe Racing in turn 9 is 4th, 0.2 ahead of Mark. Zahn exiting pits. Mark in turn 9 is 5th, 0.4 behind Axe Racing. Axe Racing in turn 9 is 4th, 0.5 behind Simon of the Desert. Mark DeGraw in turn 8 is P5, 0.3 behind Axe Racing. AXA Racing in turn 9 is P4, 0.3 ahead of Mark. Mark in turn 9 is 5th, 0.4 behind AXA Racing. Simon of the Desert in turn 8 is P4, 0.1 ahead of DeGraw. DeGraw is P5, 0.2 behind Simon of the Desert. Simon of the Desert in turn 6 is 4th, 0.2 ahead of Mark DeGraw. DeGraw is 5th, 0.1 behind Simon of the Desert. Mark DeGraw passed Simon of the Desert for 4th. Simon of the Desert in turn 5 is 5th, 0.3 behind Mark. DeGraw in turn 3 is 4th, 0.7 ahead of Simon of the Desert. Zahn in turn 9 is 8th, 1.8 behind Miguel Soto. Mark is 4th, 1.8 behind AXA Racing. The leader has just finished the race. Ryan Wilson finished 1st. Simon of the Desert finished P5. Miguel Soto finished P7. Zahn finished 8th. Lekmansky finished 2nd. Narwhal finished P6. Papluya finished 9th. AXA Racing finished P3. Mark finished P4.